back to Soundbites, a show about good people doing good things in the local food and drink industry. And one of my very favorite people is Alanna McIntyre, sommelier at Bishop Cellar, and a real talent in many different fields: linguist, yoga instructor, and wine expert. Amazing.
Hey, it's good to be here.
So we're going to talk about wines to select for holiday entertaining. And when it comes to like entertaining a big group, what are some things you consider in terms of selecting a wine?
All right, well, the wines have to be crowd pleasing. You know, you have a lot of different palates and personalities, and you're not sure the type of food that's going to be served. So you want to have wines that are versatile enough to work with a whole bunch of, different foods and different situations, different palates. So holiday entertaining, you definitely want to have a white on the table. I like to have something sparkling, and you always need a red. So these are the wines I chose today.
Okay. Yeah, Pecorino. Yeah, this is a great wine. Many people would not be familiar with.
No.
So can we make something more? Can we match it to something more familiar?
Yeah. Like if you like this, you like Pecorino.
Yeah.
If you are used to drinking Pinot Grigio or pretty much any neutral Italian white. Like Italy is known for their very easy drinking white wines to sip with or without food, then Pecorino is a really good option. It's from the Abruzzo region, which is located in kind of central South Italy on the Adriatic side. Anyway, most people don't care about that, but the grape is called Pecorino. Actually goes really well with Pecorino cheese.
Yes, because Pecorino refers to, what's Pecorino refer to? Something to do with the
sheep. It's pecora is sheep. So this is a crisp, fresh, easy drinking white. There's no oak, and it's definitely more interesting than Pinot Grigio. It's a little bit cooler, I think, to bring to that party.
And not so far out there that everybody will enjoy it.
It's easy. And when I was thinking about what wines I was going to bring today, a customer walked in the store. He asked for 2 bottles of this. He had just had it at a local restaurant, and I'm like, you know what? I wasn't sure. I was trying to figure out, and he confirmed that this is an absolute crowd pleaser. So Pecorino is a good one.
Now, we often like to serve bubbles at the holidays, but this is a bubble with a little different color than I'm used to.
So this is red. So red is the color of the year and of the season. Actually, when you pour this, it's going to be more purple. But this is a Lambrusco. Lambrusco is from the northern region of Emilia-Romagna, which is the stomach of Italy. And I know Italy.
I think you meant that in the nicest way.
So I know Italy is, it's a food paradise, but Emilia-Romagna is really the ultimate of food. Parmigiano Reggiano, your tortellini, your pasta bolognese, your prosciutto di Parma. So think about any of those types of foods, your salty snacks, these fresh red bubbles are going to pair well.
And is it dry or sweet?
This is dry-ish. So it is pretty dry. It's fruity, but on the palate, it comes across as dry. It's crisp, and you have that bubble, that carbonic acid, that's going to cut through the salt and the fat of your charcuterie. Any of those salty snacks.
Have it with turkey?
You could absolutely have it with turkey. It's so fun. You do want to have bubbles at a holiday party.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, of course, everybody probably wants to have a red wine on the table.
Yeah.
And again, this is something, a Canonau, so something people may not be familiar with. So tell us a little bit about this wine, why it's your choice.
Okay, so Canonau, people might think they're not familiar with it, but perhaps they know it under another name. That grape, Canonau, is actually Grenache in France or Garnacha in Spain. This one is from the island of Sardinia, and I chose this red wine because it has that weight and plushness that a lot of people want in a red. There's a really lovely fruitiness to it as well without it being sweet. It's not sweet, but just nice, ripe, plush, easy drinking on its own or with food, but it doesn't have those grippy, drying tannins that you get in a lot of big reds that I don't think you want to have.
So kind of like your analogy here, it's a wine that everybody can probably enjoy.
Yeah, like the light-bodied red drinkers, if you're a Pinot Noir Gamay drinker, I think this would still work for you because of that really nice fruit. But if you're a Cab drinker or Shiraz, the spice in this and the weight, and there's enough structure, it would also appeal. So it really is going to capture a lot of audiences. I don't know who wouldn't like any of these wines.
Well, I would certainly be happy to have them on my table, and I probably will go down to Bishop Cellar and get one. So if you have the time, go down to Bishop Cellar. It's on Lower Water Street in the waterfront, and if you don't, they have an order online program, so bishopcellar.com, right?
Yeah, and the staff is always super helpful, and we can answer any questions, and yeah, that's great.
Anyway, thanks for being on.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Happy holidays.